I'll just like leave it in the shop.
I have it on here. Sure. Dude.
Two things that I probably should do.
No, the other button. All you need to do. Take the mouse. Click live.
That's it.
That's it. That is all you gotta do.
You don't want to definitely viewers?
Five more things. We'll get weird feedback. Actually, can someone actually listen on their phones to make sure the audio is
I'm trying to get up. Who's got AirPods?
I don't have your. Look at this way back. Throw now. Yeah, go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
You're up.
We're waiting.
You're on.
But we're not. Look.
It's the delay.
Yeah, it shows that it's open on Sean's screen.
There we go. We got.
There we go. Yeah, there's a little delay.
Oh,
Good evening, model railroaders. Thanks for joining the live stream here on the WC Model Railroad Model Railroading channel. And of course, I'm not here by myself. I am with my buddy Johnny, who just ran away for some odd reason.
No, this is your show.
Come on back.
All right.
So, again, folks, thanks for joining. We're going to run trains. We're going to, you know, if you guys have questions in chat, my buddy Johnny's here, obviously, co-hosting with me. And then, of course, our special guest tonight is none other than Sid from Sid's Trains.
Yes, I am here.
He crawled out from under the table.
That's where he's sleeping, by the way. So
He's the trench goblin.
I sleep under the train layouts. Yeah.
It's because pre-orders are expensive.
Oh yeah, I can't afford a bed anymore. Pre-orders have they've blanketed my my wallet wherever it is.
I can relate. So anyway, but we're not here by ourselves either. We have some of our Chicagoland buddies here. So we have Jason.
No, we don't have to have him on camera.
Jason.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna scare away the viewers.
You know what? You want to come in, wave, say hi. We got Sean.
It's the man.
And we have Tim, but I think Tim's relaxing right
He
now.
fell
So.
asleep.
He fell asleep.
Or sleeping. We're not sure right now. So, but stay tuned. We're gonna keep all this camera live open. There's another camera that we have set up that's showing kind of a side view of the trains. If you guys have any questions or just anything you want to say in chat, go ahead. We'll be obviously watching chat and kind of moderating it the best we can. So thanks for joining, folks, and enjoy the live stream.
We've got... Johnny didn't want to steal the show. You're right. I'll make sure to check my layout for Sid tomorrow night.
That could happen.
Someone says
That could
Sid's
happen.
natural habitat.
Yeah. Factual statement.
What can I say? I'm a trainaholic.
Well, since Sid this is his first time coming to Chicago with us for Train People. Sid, you've been here for a couple of days now. What have you got up to?
I have been, not surprisingly, been just working on trains and running trains.
How's your microphone?
What now? Hello? Oh. I've been basically, this is my little kind of treat to myself coming out here. So it's obviously train related. So far it's just been hanging out with the guys here and running trains. And what would it be without me working on a couple trains? I'm actually working on one right now. So yeah, this is kind of just a little treat to myself coming out to Chicago. I love the city of Chicago and I love trains. So it's a perfect place to be right now.
And then we went to... Sid and I meant to do more train things today. The hobby shop we planned to go to was unfortunately closed. So
Good old Denny.
Yeah, we love Denny. We'll see him another time. But no, you and I went exploring to what was it?
It's a World War II
The military museum. The first
museum,
Division Museum in Wheaton. And then what else did we go?
We went to a
Wheaton as well.
We just toured around a couple of the towns around here, and I've only ever really been in the actual inner city near all the towers and the canal, but it's cool to just see the suburbs of Chicago. And of course, during the evenings or the mornings, I've been running trains at both Johnny's layout and now Matt's layout here, and I'll be seeing some other layouts in the next couple of days, and their layouts are awesome. They have maximized their space. I love this layout, man.
He's calling our layouts tiny.
My layout's bigger than
Mine's really not that much bigger. It's just in a weird shape. Mine's just in a weird L. It's a couple 4x8s.
It's not about the size of your layout. It's what you do with it.
Yes.
There you go. There's a lot of guys from the Discord server on here.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, if you're from the Matt and Matt Discord, let us know. I want to see how many folks are here visiting us from the Discord server. We really appreciate.
Questions?
Let's see. Just a lot of people saying hi. RJ says, gotta get Sid to spend some money.
Who knows? Who knows?
We'll make him buy a custom run engine from Berwyn.
So who do we got here tonight? Got Isaac, got Ethan, Burnsy, Tidewater, Drew, Garrett, Slagcat, Iron Horse Productions. We got Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Bill B.
Bill B.
Hey, Bill B. What's going on?
Bill. RJ, of course.
RJ, how's it going?
Nathan Five Chimes also here.
Hi, Nathan.
Carl is also here.
Hi, Carl.
Clutter Junk.
Hey, Clutter Junk.
My better half is also here.
Oh, thanks for joining, Clutter Junk.
Who also designed our lovely logos.
Yes, if you look at my new West Chicago Model Railroad logo, that was designed by her.
Also,
So she did a fantastic job.
my end card screen and my avatar were also designed by her. So if you want some good artwork, check out my links in my channel, and you can get her info there. But thanks for joining us. And then Matt says I'm on the Matt. We got Ozark who says it was Bill saying he's on the Matt Discord server. So great to see more people from our Matt show.
Absolutely. And if anyone has any questions about the layout or any trains on here, or in fact, what we have running right now is I have a CTA 3200 series running on my new loop, which, as you can tell, for those who have seen my layout before, I took down the floating fast track and I've replaced it with Gargraves. So, that was an experience in itself, but I'm very, very happy with the result. I really love the Gargraves, and I'll tell you what, it is very, very quiet. That kind of was the first impression that I got with it. So,
Your life's come a long way, Matt, since I first met you.
yeah, it has. It's gone through a lot of those. Okay, I'm done doing upgrades to it, and then of course a month later I make big changes.
Aged like a fine wine.
So,
Well, when I first met you, Matt, your layout was half the size of what it was in terms of, quite literally half the size. What were you running? 036 and 048 back then?
yeah, correct. Yep.
You were content running was it Amtrak F40 on little 048 curves. Not that, it doesn't look good. It still looks good.
I try to get away with a lot of stuff.
You were the king of minimum curves. And I ruined you.
You did. Well, I think you inspired me more than anything. So, installing two 060 curves was, again, probably the best upgrade I ever did on this layout. It's opened up my horizons, and it's given me the ability to run things that I never thought I would be able to run before.
Yeah. I think one of the things I remember when I upgraded to 060 for the first time, because I was like you, I had 036, tighter curves, and even something as simple as like a Lion Master Challenger. When you go from 036 to like 060, it's a completely different realm, and the trains look so much better. So those wide radius, if you can do it, look fantastic. But as long as you have curves you can run trains on, it really all that matters.
Yep. Yep, and you'd be surprised what you can run on 060. You can pretty much run almost everything. Or get away with running almost everything.
Isaac said performing literal black magic to run a Vision GS on sub 054. You did manage to run one on sub 054.
I did. So I had the GS3 and it was the Golden State version. So it was that really nice kind of like red colored one with the kind of like it was kind of like a bronze or like a gold plating on it. But that one did clear 048 curves, believe it or not.
I do miss that one. I do regret not buying that one.
I kind of miss it as well. So, but it's in good hands. I know the guy that bought it from me, and I've actually recently spoken to him, and he still loves it. He still runs it with all his K-Line Rock Island passenger cars.
I do kind of want to get a Golden State at some point. It's a nice engine. Speaking of Golden State passenger cars, speaking of Golden State, Sid, GS engines. Tell us a little bit about your involvement with them as of late.
Mine or your GS?
Your GS.
My GS. Okay. So, yeah. So Johnny, of course, is the king of GS. He's got what, 3, 4, 5, 10?
One in witness protection, 2 MTH ones, 1 Vision Line one. Thank you, Isaac. We got that working, by the way. It's 100% again.
So I've had a GS for the longest time. It's a GS2. It's a Daylight. It's I think 4410. It's the TMCC one, and I love it. But I've always wanted, of course, a GS4, and I've had some come and go. But I came across a third rail GS4 in the black kind of war bonnet paint scheme, and it was a good deal, so I decided to pick it up, and that has kind of taken me down the rabbit hole of also getting passenger cars for it, which is a whole different different story, which I'm actually slowly starting to show on my my Instagram account on Sid's Trains Instagram. So go check that out if you want to see what I'm doing with Daylight passenger cars. But yes, I now have a GS4.
The funny part is, I talked to Sid about that. I actually wanted to get those exact cars off of trains. I thought about it. I don't have the technical know-how to bring them back to life like you did, but that one car came out fantastic. I'm really excited to see what you do with it.
Yeah, I'm really excited with how those cars are turning out.
Everybody's like, Johnny has GS4s? What? Daylights?
Madness.
What?
Johnny Daylight. That's his nickname, Johnny Daylight.
Johnny Daylight.
Johnny
Yep.
Daylight.
So Sid's here for the weekend. What are we doing tomorrow?
So tomorrow we're going to give him our signature Chicago tour of hobby shops. Chicago, we're fortunate to have so many shops. Chicagoland Hobby, Berwyn, America's Best, Denny's, Waltz, a bunch of other shops.
Yep.
And it's give him the grand tour. Or at least we select some of our favorites. We already brought Sid to America's Best Train and Hobby, Tony Shop in Itasca. And then we're going to be getting breakfast in the morning, super early in the morning.
Yep.
Heading out to Berwyn. So if you're familiar with Matt's channel, you obviously know Berwyn's custom products and all that, and their custom runs. So we're going to go visit Berwyn, encourage Sid to spend money, and then if he doesn't do that there, then we'll go to Chicagoland, where it's nearly impossible to not walk out with some used rolling stock because their prices are fantastic, and I'm not only saying it because a certain person is here.
Yeah. They have a huge selection of
Oh my gosh, yeah.
used MTH, Lionel, K-Line, rolling stock. It's like, it's pretty amazing. There's like, what, two or three rows of just used stuff? Is that right, Tim? No.
Yeah, and we're not sponsored at all.
No, we're not sponsored.
We just like buying trains.
That's correct.
Sid's doing a couple of tests here.
I mean, if Chicagoland wants to sponsor us, you know, we're not going to say no. But
How's it looking?
we enjoy talking about them. It's a good shop, as well as Berwyn, and like Johnny said before, we're really blessed with the amount of shops that we have available here in Chicagoland. I think from my house, I think I can get to every single hobby shop from within an hour.
Yeah.
And some are only like 15 minutes away.
Well, I guess we had some folks asking this question on the Discord, because we had people who were saying they want to visit Chicago for the first time. We want to check out some train stuff. What do we do?
Okay.
Normally, if you're going to go, since there's so many shops in Illinois, if you want to explore them the best, you have the northern hobby shops, which I'd say take up a day, roughly.
Absolutely.
So, hit up first Berwyn, then Chicagoland,
Yep.
and then you can hit up Des Plaines too, which has some 3-rail scale, and then
Yep.
America's Best in Itasca. That's the first day.
Yep.
And then if you have a second day, you hit up all the southern hobby shops, such as Denny's, not the restaurant, obviously. Denny's.
You go to Denny's if you want, but
Denny's to Waltz, and then go to Choo Choo Works if you want.
Yep.
So a lot of shops, so a lot of things to do. Unfortunately, we can't take Sid to all of those, but we'll force him to empty his wallet one way or another.
I think you'd be pretty impressed with Berwyn. I think Berwyn's probably the
Yeah.
best designed interior hobby shop. Plus the folks that work there are really, really nice. And Tom, the owner, and his brother Larry, and of course we can't forget Tim, because here in Chicagoland, if you go to any hobby shop, there's always a Tim working at a hobby shop. And
They spawn in.
I wish I could tell you I was joking, but I'm actually not. So
They just spawn in at the hobby shop.
They all have the same demeanor.
You have young man Tim, old man Tim, and young old man Tim.
Yeah, and you know what? If you put them all three of them in a row, I couldn't tell you which one was which. So.
The usual suspects.
Usual suspects. Well, speaking of usual suspects, we're after our hobby shop tour. We're also going to be visiting one more layout, who belongs to a certain folk who is wandering around in the background. You wanna come join us here, Sean?
Come on, youngin.
Do I have to? I'm not very photogenic.
The youngest member of our group.
Stare dead into the camera. It's what it's like to be your height. In fact, you're crouching down is patronize.
I wonder how many pictures.
I'll shrink down
Virgie's
eventually.
taking.
I don't know. Let's put Jason in front of the camera for 20 minutes.
No, it's gonna
It'll
break,
break
the
the
camera.
lens.
Break the lens.
Break the lens.
Well, Sean's a good buddy of ours. I think Sean, you and I were you're the first train buddy I met in
I
person.
bought your Polar Express.
You bought my Polar Express like the sucker you are.
Yeah.
No,
I
know you were-
overpaid, but I got a friendship out of it.
It's fine.
You got a
I
really big
overpaid
box
for
of
the
it.
EP5.
I have a really big box from it, yes.
Yeah. But and then now you went from you and I just chatting and you with your floor layout back in the day to
Carpet
your
Central.
Carpet Central, which is another Carpet Central. It's your awesome layout now, which we're going to take Sid to check out tomorrow. And Sid can judge you because you two used to compete for who could have the nicest NW layout back in the day.
Yeah.
NW, baby.
It's true.
You got your Vision Light Class 8 recently, didn't you?
Good man.
He has good taste.
Good taste. Which one did you get?
1238.
1238? Any particular reason for 1238, not 1218?
I like to look at the pilot. It doesn't have the World War II style pilot. It's got the more solid looking pilot, which I liked. It's more of an in-service look, and it's not as shiny as 1218.
To get a weather group.
I don't trust myself. But I know there's plenty of folks out there that are really good at weathering, which they share on the Discord, and it's very impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. Got some folks who are. Oh, Lombard is definitely a very cool hobby shop.
Yes.
Even though we're O-scale guys, that is our go-to for scenery stuff.
Absolutely. They have a large selection of woodland scenic products.
Yes.
Probably more than you could ever want.
Well, whenever we're in a pinch and we need some stuff, they're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from both of us. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Awesome folks there. Let's see.
What else? Any questions? Any?
Let's see. We've got some really nice comments so far. Let's see. Are y'all going to this? I think I've heard of this one, the Euro Imports one. I know I've seen it on like the listing for hobby shops around the Chicagoland area. I've never actually.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure I've never been there. But we'll look into it. We'll check it out for sure.
I think, is that Renault?
Renault's?
Yeah, I think that's an
Or
Elber.
Renault.
Oh no. Fancy, too fancy for us. It sounds really cool though. Let's take a look-see here. A lot of people saying hello. People telling us what they got. 20-year-old Rail King GS4 mod. You know, Sid's seen this thing times more than anybody. I have my first engine was a Rail King GS2. That's seen better days.
Yep.
But it still runs like a tank. And that's what got me into all the daylight stuff. So, love that.
Somehow I like it, which is funny. It's the only one that
Ooh,
looks nice
Bill's got a good
inside,
question.
but it's wrong.
Matt R.
So-
What is the newest item on the layout tonight?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Or what's the newest item to the layout in general, I guess?
Actually, that is a great question, and that would be So I ended up picking up the new Hobo harmonica boxcar. So I got the Rock Island version, and it's a sound car. Thank you, Sean. So this guy right here. So it's got a couple of hobos in there, and if it sits idle, it'll play the harmonica, and I highly recommend this. And I think Bill, I think you have one, Bill. I'm pretty sure you do. But this is a good piece. This is an excellent piece just to have idling on your layout. You get a little bit of background noise going, little harmonica, and then it also acts as a normal sound car. So if you put it in a consist, you'll get like the screeches and the the braking and everything else. All the kind of the banging, the couplers and stuff like that. So yeah, this is probably the newest item currently on the layout.
They're a good deal.
Yeah.
They're a good price.
Absolutely.
For what you get, for sure.
Yep.
I think, Johnny, do you have one? Or is Jason?
I do have one of those.
Which one do you have?
I have the Erie one.
Yeah, it's the same one I have.
Yeah, because all these guys are getting Rock Island ones, so I thought I would do that. The only thing I will say, I do wish the figures were a little bit nicer. They are pretty decent for what they are, but I ended up doing what a lot of folks have been doing, is buying the Hobo figure set that you can get from Woodland Scenics and swap them out. Paint the floor, put a couple boxes in there, and it really changes what they are.
I've been meaning to do that.
Go ahead and do that as well.
Yeah, I gotta do the same thing. So we've got 3 of them amongst the Chicago guys, right?
Yeah, so you can hear, these are the best wieners I've ever had, 3 times over.
Sid, here you go, buddy.
What am I doing?
There you go.
Southern Pacific?
Man, that almost looks like... Jason, you... Get... No,
We'll
I'm
be
not
back momentarily.
I'm not hurting Jason, I'm just slapping my hands together. It's fine.
Oh, Lord.
While they cry themselves, I'm.
Well, Sid, what are you working on
Yes,
tonight?
that's a good question. actually.
I've been running back and forth and never said anything. So, Matt here has the Chicago and Alton. What's it called? Limited, or I don't even know. I'm forgetting names here. Yeah, he has the
Alton
Alton
Limited
Limited. There you go. I'm forgetting names. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the Alton Limited, and it's the TMCC variant. And so it had 2 chuffs from the factory. So I'm installing 4 chuffs in it, and I've just been running back and forth, adjusting things and making sure this thing doesn't have any issues after me just installing that. Which I'm.
And he's doing it for free out of the kindness of his heart.
Yes, I am.
Yes, and big thank you to Sid for actually helping me with this. So.
Well, gents, while Sid's testing that, we have some folks asking, are those engines on the bottom? Luke just going to sit there, or are we going to see what's going to run? Sid,
Yeah.
you brought some stuff to Chicago.
I'm going to get out of the camera, and I'm going to let these guys run their stuff.
Yes, so we'll give. It's very Lionel. Hold on.
Sean's heading over.
Sean.
Go fix your up for me, please. What's wrong?
We gotta move the.
No, what is. What? We just turned it on. Are these picky?
Hold the top.
Let me get a couple more chairs, guys.
No.
Let's flip it over.
This is classic. What we are going to be running once we fix this is I brought my Chesapeake and Ohio Kanawha, which is a Berkshire. It's sitting over here, and then Sean has some Wabash F units. He's just adjusting some things on them so that they will run. And yeah, I brought some C&O stuff out here to Chicago because that is what I model. I model C&O, B&O, NW, anything that has anything to do with coal. That's what I model.
Very good taste.
And I believe
we're good this time.
I believe we're good this time.
We're just
not
East Coast sympathizer, Sean.
So what is it?
27.
27. Hey. What's an F unit? So.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Wow.
The more you know.
The more you know. Okay, so to let Sean run his stuff, I'm just going to let my Kanawha cruise around kind of by itself. Maybe. If my remote will ever turn on. I got it. There we go. I'm just going to let that cruise around. And Sean, you can run trains. Hey, that's trains.
While they're loading up trains, what do you guys run on your labs tonight? What railroads? What engines? Let us know in the comments.
Thank you much. Cleared outbound. Now.
Sean, move. You see where I am? I'm just gonna let it run. And just do that. You're good, Jason.
Oh, I'm good.
Is there a camera that shoots the...
The layout? Yeah, they should be.
Yeah, switch to that. However that works.
I'll let Roger do it.
Dispatcher, how's that track look? Are we clear? Over.
Jason's brought some really nice
Over.
Burlington
You're all clear
ones.
ahead. Over.
Jason, what
Thank you,
diesel did you
dispatcher.
bring?
Green light
Huh?
ahead. Now.
What engines did you bring tonight?
E5s.
Who made those? Who made them, Jason?
There's another chair.
that.
Dispatcher,
Wanna swap to the
track
left
book.
hand?
Are we clear? Over.
Yes. Oh, make that the bigger one? Yeah. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Thanks, dispatcher. Green lights ahead. Out.
I just remembered the trailers don't clear the station signal.
You're about to take out his entire station.
Because I have the same station and I can't run it on the inner loop at my layout because the signal will kill it.
So you need a good, nice Walters depot like I have.
Yes.
One of the most underappreciated ones too.
What are my tools for?
So, Isaac, that Santa Fe Hudson is neither mine nor Tim's. It's actually Matt's.
I wonder who he got that from.
That Hudson's a funny story. So I got that at a train show, and then I decided it wasn't really for me, so I traded it to Matt along with I think a little bit of money for a different engine that I have in my collection now. So yeah, awesome engine. That's why I bought it. But then I was like, I'm not really a Santa Fe person, so I decided to give it off to somebody who's more of a Santa Fe person.
Got a layout in progress. When set up, it's going to be running some modern diesel freights and streamlined steam passenger trains. I know who likes modern diesels and streamlined steam engines.
Yes.
Matt, genuine question.
Yep.
What was the last modern diesel freight that you ran?
That I ran?
That you ran on the layout?
Would have been my Hustle Muscle, if you count that as modern diesel.
I do.
Yeah, I did a review on the Hustle Muscle set.
That was a really good set. I'm glad you ended up getting that.
I like that set quite a bit. Yep.
As it says, Matt, let me put my whistle in the Hudson.
Actually, I'm up for that.
There you go. Yeah, that's a kind of project, Isaac.
Dispatcher, how's that track book? Are we clear? Over. Affirmative. You're all clear ahead. Over. Roger that. Making good time. Out.
Those Milwaukee Road... So, Sean, tell me about those Milwaukee Road tank cars you got. The Milwaukee Road tank cars.
What about them?
Where'd you get them from?
Chicagoland?
Chicagoland? Any reason for those particularly?
Because you had them and I got jealous.
Well, I'm jealous because you have both of them. I only have the diesel one.
I got them for a steal too. They were like $40 a piece maybe.
So if I get it from you, and if I steal them from you and you either or steal, is that a double steal?
It's also worth mentioning that those cars are from the Milwaukee Vinyl River.
Yes, they are.
You can now highball, Sean.
A lot of action in a compact space, making use of your space. Yeah, Matt and I have very similar size layouts.
Absolutely. Yep.
And
How's that track book?
even if it's small layout, if you pack the scene together and you favor scenes and plan them out, they can look fantastic.
Absolutely. Yep. You know, add some scenery to the background. Like Johnny said, like make good use of of the land that you have access to, and you can do a lot. You can do a lot
Fireworks, no
for
sin.
sure. And you know what? Most of all, just use your imagination.
We're having a bit of a snafu.
Uh-oh.
It's all Sid's fault. Blame Sid. This is what happens.
Yeah, that's
He doesn't understand minimum curves.
yeah. I think that's an 036 switch right there.
It'll just sit there
So
from
sorry,
now
or
on.
an 048 switch.
Running on fuel. Can I get a clear signal? Over.
Can I get a clear signal?
Yes, you're cleared onto the main. Over. Copy that. Out.
We all really appreciate you guys coming out to hang out with us too. I know it's a little bit later than most streams would be, so let me hang out with us. I appreciate it.
Dispatcher, clear to the line. Over. That's affirmative. Your track is clear. Over. Very good. Now keep this moving. Out.
guys with technical difficulties. A good buddy of ours, Chris Trains and Things, I think said it to put it the best. The trains just know when the camera's on, and they just had to throw a fit right then and there.
Sean also had to point out to me that it was tipped over. It could have just left it that way.
It's pulling a wheelie.
The Milky Way. Hey.
So, man, one of the things that I like about your layout that sets it apart, that some of the guys in the chat are bringing up, is the backdrops you got.
Yes. So, you're gonna ask me, like, where did I get those backdrops?
How you gonna run those?
You painted them yourself.
I went out and took those pictures myself. No, I ended up getting those from a gentleman online, and I believe, I'm trying to remember the name.
Train Junkies.
Train Junkies, thank you. Yes. So I got those from trainjunkies.com, and really, really nice guy. So I ended up buying the Chicago background first, and then of course I wanted to extend it up. So the top poster with more of the clouds, that's actually a custom-made one because I needed it to custom fit the sky in the background in the city. And then the one on the far wall, the cornfield, is also from Train Junkies. And that was just one of the standard Midwest cornfields.
That sounds really good, Sid.
Yes, it does. So John, you're going to do a custom run box.
It's an excursion train. That's what most of the units.
Alright, we got a question for me. Burns is doing a custom run a boxcar RCA Victor. I've heard everything about it. It's over overdue. Unfortunately, I don't really know. I don't know any of the arrival dates for stuff from Berwyn. But I'm pretty sure if you give them a call, Tim at Berwyn's really awesome at answering questions. He'll probably give a better answer than I could.
What was that?
It's probably his air hose for the California Zephyr car. For the California Zephyr car, their air hose probably dragged.
Oh, because it went over our crossing. Yeah.
I don't think it likes that crossing.
Oh,
I think the front left marker light is out though.
Oh, I know what's going on. Yeah. It got pulled in.
Yeah, dude, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, just taking this off. But as always, trains don't like to run on stream. Alright, Jason, we can keep going. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, for Matt, we went out to York last York and the York before, and this year we had our spot.
Yep.
This year we had our booth for the Matt podcast.
We did.
And
Yep.
how would you describe that experience this year?
It was pretty cool, and I have to say, we had a lot of folks come up to us throughout the whole time we were there. It was a little booth near the trains. It wasn't anything like spectacular, but we had our banner, which is actually, if you had seen it, it's in the back here. I have it up on the back wall. We had that out, and then we had buttons and stickers to give away to folks, and we had so many people from the Discord and obviously listeners of the podcast come up to us, introduce themselves. It was very flattering, I do have to say.
For sure. I enjoyed it a lot. Just getting to meet everybody, getting to put a face to the names. And we see a lot of you guys on the Discord. We can see you guys in comments, and for not only on our show, but on our individual YouTube channels as well.
Yep.
So it's really nice to to also kind of see what you guys think of our stuff. And it really motivates us to make more content. Got a compliment on your Sand Fake cars there, Matt.
Thank you. My P-Line Superliners.
Those high levels are beautiful
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
Even though you got rid of my ones, I traded you.
Yeah. Well, at the time they were 21 inch and they were very, very large on my very small 048 curved layout. Hindsight is always 2020. I probably would have kept them if I knew I was going to expand to 060, but you know what? What are you gonna do? Live and learn.
Right.
Yeah.
They're awesome cars. I gotta get myself a silver Santa Fe set. I'm trying to get into Santa Fe like you have, but I just need to find some cars, dude.
There's more than enough of selection out there.
There is.
You'll run into them. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Enos are fantastic. Those are MTH.
There's MTH. Yeah. And I believe the station stop. I believe it's the Chicagoland or I think it's the Chicagoland. I could be wrong.
Alright, from Chicago, on track 1, make number 11, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
To Kansas City.
I made a liar out of you.
I'm a liar, folks.
It's fire.
I'm out.
Alright, okay.
I think my DL109 is the Chicagoland, maybe.
I remember when you got the DL109. This is also when you set tighter curves. So that thing just swung out. But it run an 048 though.
It did, and that's my only plated one. So.
Really? I'm surprised you don't have the plated F units.
I know.
Didn't you used to have those, or did you remember those?
I did. I used to have those when I was going through my phases of Lionel and MTH, and didn't know which one to go with. And now the best option is to just do them all. Yeah.
That's good. Even this consist is a mixed consist. These are the plated Lionel MTH cars, which are really hard to find at this point.
Yes. So those were part of they came with a Santa Fe MTH set. It was an E8, not these E8s, but it was a plated E8, and those are the cars. And I ended up selling, the E8. Don't ask me why I did that. But I kept the cars because the cars were so great, and I kept them ever since, and I will never get rid of those.
Gotcha. Well, hey, we got some newcomers. We got Texas Eagle Trains has joined us. I don't know. It says I'm sorry I'm a little bit late to the party, y'all, but welcome. And then Isaac's chiming in saying the DL109 is a fantastic engine.
Yeah.
I think what always gets me is that it's such a long engine with for a passenger diesel, it's got a gazillion windows on it.
Yes, it does.
It's like if you went to your non-train friend during Pictionary and told him to draw a train.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it would look like. This long thing with gazillion windows in it.
With a very, very unique front face on it.
It does. Is it a tri-window?
Really? Well, no.
Isn't that tri-window?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
It's very unique, for sure.
It's been a while since you last ran that thing. That's all right.
It's been a while. Yep. There's a lot going on, folks.
There's quite a lot going on.
Horns,
you know what?
whistles.
If anyone's, I know there's a little bit of delay here, but how is the audio out there for folks? Can you hear us okay? Can you hear the layout? I'm just curious.
They hate the sound of us, so they just muted the entire stream.
All right, well, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. I'd probably do the same thing too.
Oh, I remember you. Okay, so Texas Eagle is Ricky from the.
Oh yeah.
So he's Drew's friend.
Yeah, he's Drew's friend. Yeah.
We've heard a lot about you.
We've heard
Good
all
things.
this.
Good things. I'm glad that you could join us. I remember some of the posts you put on the Discord. You got some fantastic pieces in your collection. Very envious. Audio sounds great. Isaac says, elevated subway is so cool, it looks amazing in this angle, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Isaac. Yep. Yeah, we have it turned down as well. It does actually say all the CTA stops. It's the red line on there now. But he'll announce CTA stops, doors closing, everything else. Love those. Love the subway sets.
I've still yet to get a subway, even though the podcast is very subway-centric.
You'll get one. We'll get you to buy
Give me
one.
your pink one.
I should have ran that tonight.
You should have. Then you could have finally ran it.
Could have. Another stream. We'll get it for another stream. I promise.
Matt is infamous for getting items and not opening
no,
them.
yeah. I'm part collector and part runner.
What did you miss from the first 30 minutes of the stream? Us running our mouths just as much as we did now.
Yeah, a lot of chit-chatting.
We'll have a VOD up there, so don't worry.
Yeah, you'll be able to, if you missed anything, you'll be able to, I'll post the full, stream again as a VOD, and you'll be able to go back and watch anything else that you missed. So it's not a problem.
Like us not knowing that we were talking the entire time.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Will you guys swap the diesels for the steam on the spurt tracks later on? We can swap engines out at some point.
Yeah, we'll swap. If anybody has any, I know I'm opening a can of worms, but if anyone has any requests, we'll do our best to put them on the track.
I want to see the big
But they're Alaska.
Oh, I know, but they're going to get repainted by summertime.
It's just the brake hoses.
I know.
Those come off, Jason.
You can pop them off.
Yeah, pop them off. Sure. Center stage. Entertain the crowd.
What am I doing now?
Take center stage. Entertain the crowd.
Do what?
Entertain the people.
So I'm entertainment now. Okay. You gotta do your phone?
No.
I got it. No, I got it. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see what's going on in the chat here now. Chicagoland Railroader says that he enjoys the Gargraves track, Matt. He thinks it looks a lot better than the old fast track.
The floating fast track?
Yeah.
The floating
The
ballast?
floating fast track.
The magical ballast. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Bill says he loves the F7s.
Thank you, Bill.
They're weathered as well, aren't they, Sean?
Yeah, they look great.
Bill's got some stuff that I like too. I've checked out his videos. He's got some Midwest stuff that's really nice. So thanks, Bill.
Bill is a very close friend of the podcast, a very close friend of all of us, actually.
Yeah, we all love you, Bill.
We got to hang out. We had time with Bill at Trainpalooza last year, and getting to hang out with Bill was one of the highlights for us.
Yeah, we're just getting right now we're just getting a lot of people saying they love the passenger trains and the F7s, and just a lot of people saying they love the Gargraves. Roman, the engine in front of the Hudson is my Kanawha. That's the Chesapeake and Ohio Berkshire with the low-mounted headlight. Specifically cab number 2716. That is one that they are restoring in real life. Yeah, Isaac, Kanawha, baby. Looks like we got some switching action going on here. Let's put your train. Okay, so we're actually gonna put my Kanawha on. So let me shut off the power to the inside loop. Bloop. Sean's getting his F7s off, and we're gonna put the Kanawha on. Let's see what else is. Chugs. While Sean does that, I'm gonna pop my Kanawha back on.
It can't go through this.
There we go.
I like to put another one over here, but we're happy with a wireless one.
Alrighty.
Where's the remote, Sid, for the...
Right there.
That's Matt's remote. Okay, let's get the Kanawha going. Not sure if you guys will be able to hear this, but this engine has a very neat-sounding hooter whistle.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love that whistle. So when Sid brought it to my place for the first time, I was like, oh my god!
It's not what you expect from this engine. You expect it to sound like 765 or 1225, but it's got this hooter in it, so it really sounds good.
Does it have a pressing signal?
Yeah.
I actually thought it was a Lionel Legacy. It's so clear and so loud.
So Sid, since you're crashing on my couch, I'll need some payment. I'll take this.
You'll take this.
I'll
Okay.
take this.
It's
you know?
payment. I see.
It's payment. Even though you graciously stayed up very late to help me fix my trains last night. Sure, which one's the other way? This one? Yeah. You want one? Yeah.
Canal pulling Santa Fe train.
No, it's going great right now.
Yeah, Slag Cat, I know you like C&O, so yeah, this is definitely one that you'll like. Well, this is model railroading, so a canal can pull anything. This is, at the end of the day, you don't always have to be realistic. You can run engines with whatever you want.
Jason.
Looks like Johnny and Jason are switching out some engines and passenger cars, I believe. What are you guys switching out?
I don't know how many monkeys does it take to change a light bulb.
This is a good point.
Well, 2.
You're not including Sean? That's surprising.
2.5. Hey Sean, where did you get your Milwaukee Road tank cars from?
Chicagoland.
The Milwaukee Road tank cars came from Chicagoland Hobby, a place where our great friend Tim works.
Hey, Johnny, weren't they originally made by that one Milwaukee Road Club?
Yeah.
I see what we're doing here. Yeah.
What's the deep chuck, sir? What's the deep chuck, sir?
Deep chuck is the.
I like that chuck better.
I wonder why.
What's going on, Trainman Dan?
Trainman Dan.
Trainman Dan.
Trainman Dan.
Time, water, rails, and hobbies. Yeah, this one took me a while to find, and it's a really nice engine. Hopefully MT3 makes it at some point, because I know there's a lot of people that want this engine, and Johnny and Jason are going all over the place here. Yeah, to everyone that is watching, if you are not already subscribed to West Chicago Model Railroading, make sure to subscribe. Matt here is being very nice to allow all of us over here, and
We're gonna wreck his layout.
We're gonna wreck his layout. I'd also like to just say thank you to all the Chicago guys for allowing me to crash their party and hang out with them all. I'm having a really good time, and this is awesome.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again. No, we appreciate you coming hang out with us, Sid. It's been a long time. Sid and I have been friends for quite a few years at this point.
Yeah, it's been quite a few years now, and
we've gone through many ups and downs,
yeah,
as friends do, but never as our friendship culture.
Nope.
And it's nice to have you here and hang out finally.
Yeah, this is awesome. And again, make sure to subscribe to Matt, since he's hosting it on his channel, and this is awesome. And thank you all for watching. And of course, make sure to check out the Matt and Nat O Scale podcast.
Subscribe to Autonomous.
Subscribe to Autonomous. At this point, subscribe to everybody.
Except Jason.
And Sid's trains as well, please.
Yeah, there is Sid's trains.
Yep.
Somebody said, wow, Johnny didn't bring any SP engines and passenger cars. He must not be feeling good.
I've come down with a plague of liking this East Coast stuff. That's funny if I actually purged all my East Coast stuff. One of those items is the 759 American Railroads Berkshire is departed my layout. But it's come to here instead. Matt's the new owner.
I am going to enjoy it quite a bit, too.
Sounds like every time Jason opens his mouth.
He's backing up.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, we got someone talking about the big boy and how it was here in Chicago, in West Chicago.
Yeah, Mr. West Chicago Model Railroad over there got to see the big boy. As did I, since I am actually from West Chicago.
Isaac says all your C&O belongs to him now.
Yes, all my C&O does belong to him now.
So where is it going? Over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk all over it. Cool, man. Solid,
We're scrambling.
Keep it going. People are watching.
Who's in the root beer? Root beer's with the legs. He might. Jason, what are you putting on the track right now?
E5s with a somewhat California's effort.
Tell the crowd about your engine.
Well, I gotta go grab the E5 still.
Well, go hurry up. Storage is important, folks.
If I do, I'd have to dig it out.
This right here is the new third rail engine, the CB&Q That's fine.
Alright, Jason, tell the class what you brought.
I brought the third rail CB&Q E5 Silver Swift. It runs really nice and it's really pretty.
It's my favorite.
It's the favorite
Is it
diesel
your favorite,
I own.
Jason?
It's my favorite diesel.
See, you should have Matt and Johnny take you to the CLRC tomorrow in New Lennox. And that's the Chicagoland Railroad Club.
Oh, hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Mike says, Sid, you should have Matt and Johnny take you to the CLRC club tomorrow in New Lennox.
True. Well, you never know.
If we have time.
I don't think they're doing an open much tomorrow.
Actually, I'm surprised that Matt, you said is root beer your favorite scent? I actually like that a lot. Usually the sweet ones are kind of but that smells really
You
good.
like root beer? It's pretty spot on.
Yeah,
It's not like raunchy or anything.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
pretty
good. Yeah.
Ready, Jason?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need help with this.
What are they programming?
19 and 17.
I love that he's got a note card now.
I have it.
It's because
Here,
he
Jason.
19 and 17.
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to program trains.
Oh, give me that. Yeah.
I don't know how to program it as A and B set.
Got a question. You guys are ordering from the 2023 catalog. I'm going to get 1630 as I've seen in person. I'm also getting 1630. I'm also getting the 4019 Big Boy.
And I'm going to admire them from a distance.
That's Chicago when we have to.
17.
How about you, Matt? You get anything from the catalog?
Yes, I am getting the Santa Fe Northern set. So it's that's the new Santa Fe 2900 class Northern. Comes with 3 Vision Line reefers and a Santa Fe Vision caboose. So that is the only thing I pre-ordered.
Mike brought up an engine that you're a big fan of.
Me?
Yeah, he says if I would have known you guys were here, I could have brought out my N&W John Henry from here.
That would have worked perfectly on this layout, guys.
We can run it back and forth about 5 feet.
Not even. It'd be like 3 inches each way.
That was a fantastic engine. Dan says let's do a 10-engine lash-up. Well, Matt just got a new transformer, so we can put it to the test.
Oh boy!
We're gonna need a bigger layout. What we have to do is put every single passenger car on the layout with incandescent bulbs.
No. Leave my transformer alone. You know what? It's doing pretty good, I have to say.
Well, you know what the ultimate test is, Matt?
Pour water on it?
You're right. The big, the bad, and the ugly set.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
So for those who aren't familiar with your big, the bad, and the ugly video, what was that about?
So I did a review on the Lionel, the 100th anniversary set. And it was a Santa Fe super cheap set. It was an ABBA with a bunch of 15-inch aluminum passenger cars. Beautiful set, but it was all, older motors from Lionel, and that thing it's a beautiful set, but she doesn't run quite well. Even on Team CC, she struggled a bit.
These cars are so low, they're touching the crossing. They're like really low.
Gotcha.
Well, compared to the California Zephyr baggage car.
We're just stopping here.
Jason loves those low riders. Want me to stop the show?
People are watching. People are having fun.
Those cars are really low.
They're low riders.
They're very low.
They have like a tank on the bottom.
Yeah, this is like...
Yeah, if it didn't have that tape, they would short out immediately. I have to put that tape on there. The yellow tape. That's my good, because they're short.
What is that? Is that like a piping, like a sewage? For like water? Or waste? Running your lowrider here.
I love that horn on the subway. It's so funny.
You almost never hear that.
Yeah.
Either. It's not something common. Like, if there's like a construction or an emergency, you might hear that, but otherwise you'll almost never hear it ever.
Let's see what they're saying. I'm like, distracted. Let's see here. Bob Zogage Trains is telling me that he picked up the C&O T1 that MTH just came out with. Nice, Bob. Yeah, I personally don't have a T1 yet, but hopefully someday I'll pick up a C&O T1. Let's see here. Luna's Game World and Lionel Rail Yard says awesome land.
Oh, thanks, Luna. Appreciate that.
Let's see. We got some people saying hi. Let's see here.
We're trying our best to keep up with chat, folks. So we have phones, we have computers. So. All that power for that for the baggage car?
Come on, man. There's a lot of stuff in that.
Like, if it was a coach, I'd be like, okay, that's understandable. But that must be some really important baggage, let me tell you.
It's a lot of baggage.
It's a lot of baggage.
Packing a big punch.
It's an express mail.
Okay, gotcha. Presidential mail.
The B next to that, that's why.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it is?
fast track.
There's the crossing there. It's probably banked just slightly.
That's what it is, yeah.
It's just they're picking.
I usually don't have, like, that's the first time I've had an issue with anything on that crossing.
Yeah, those cars are so low. Even this, the lowest thing is like this. And it's not that low.
I think that one's just a tad, like another quarter inch, I think. Yeah.
No, the atmosphere is just like bottom out.
Roman's asking, Matt, how do you get the power to your elevated track?
Magic. Wizardry.
I assume he's meaning like where's the power?
So Roman asks, how do I get the power to the elevated track? So actually, after I installed the guardrails, I made an extra drop. There's a drop over there near the hotel, which isn't hooked up yet. But there's some wires right here.
Yeah, it got you.
So it's wired right here. I try to move it off camera as much as I can, so people aren't seeing wires.
RBP is asking what happened to the rest of Jason's train. So, Chris, Jason has very nice Atlas passenger cars, but they have a really low, like, underside detail, and so when it goes around a curve over here, the curve is banked slightly, and there's a crossing there, and the car is just dragged just slightly over that, and so we don't want to break Jason's cars, so we just took the passenger cars off. Big hello from Ontario in the snow. How's it going, Tom?
Wait, what happened to Jason's train? Oh, that's right, he's driving it through Chicago. They stole it.
Hey, Chris RVP, thanks for dropping by. Hey Sam, thanks for dropping by, Sam. Sam's Old Gauge Trains.
Everyone's asking, like, why is there only one car?
It's an express mail!
It's an express mail. It's gotta go really fast.
Just pretend to be in it.
You know you can pull behind that. What? Are my Cascade Green Burlington Motor cars?
Oh, actually, that might look good.
And some of them are, silver. You know, they're on. I think they're on the shelf over there.
Texas Eagle Train is asking, Matt, did you use the pre-wired track pins for the Ross or guardrails track up top? Or did you just solder them?
No, I used the pins that came with it. So, yeah.
Looks like, Jason, are you going to try and put those cars on? Alrighty.
But what I did do is because it's just pins holding them together, I did screw the track when they go over the trestle on the mounts here. So I had to screw them in to make sure they don't wobble and fall off. Well, it's gonna be close.
I don't want to.
That's an 048 switching now. I don't think it's gonna make this turn.
Yeah, I'll just keep running this for now while Jason gets some.
Yeah.
Looks like Jason's getting some passenger cars for that.
You're gonna have to find the rest.
Yeah, I turned the power off, so you're good.
Throw a couple of those on there, man.
We got two people asking for the Santa Fe Hudson.
People are wanting the Santa Fe Hudson. Alrighty, I'm gonna switch it out with my Kanawha.
I gotta ask an important question.
Yeah.
Where's the daylight?
The daylight? I do not own a daylight. However, I do own a 4449 with BNSF.
Okay, I guess I'll allow it.
So
I guess we can still be.
it's close enough.
I guess we can still be friends.
All right.
So you want me to take these off, right? Do you want to? Or we put passenger cars on?
You can.
Whatever you want.
You want to put passenger cars on with
Which
the,
Hudson is it?
that one right in front of you.
We can put Santa Fe
It's a
cars
Santa
on
Fe
it.
Hudson.
Let's put some stock cars on.
Okay.
Next, this is Cermak
The yard is just turned off completely, right?
Yeah, it is. Yep. Yeah.
RBP is asking, what engine's making the whistle that sounds like a foghorn from a lighthouse?
That is the. Oh, he's talking about my Kanawa.
That's Sid's Kanawa.
Yeah.
See, he's running his engine on the lake of Chicago.
If you need a power,
To warn off all the ships.
there's a toggle switch right here.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll turn the power to the.
But yeah, RBP, Chris, this is the engine that's got that foghorn kind of hooter whistle. This is my Chesapeake and Ohio Kanawa, or Berkshire as most people would know it.
Jason, you
This
dumb
is
ass.
Roosevelt. Transfer to green and orange line trains at Roosevelt. Thank you for riding the CTA Red Line.
Alrighty, looks like.
Texas Eagle says a black GS is better than no GS. So
This
that's
is true.
that's a fair statement.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Matt has one. Sid's got one.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Jason's got one. Tim's got one. I have some.
Yeah.
We have some.
No, actually, Sean gets a pass because Sean also owns one. It's not on the right scale.
Standing passengers. Please do not lean against the doors.
Can you make a matchbox course for us again?
Yes.
Gabriel's asking, can you post a track diagram somewhere?
Ooh, yeah.
We can. Could you post that on the Discord, Matt?
Yes, I will find it and post it on the Discord. Yep.
And I gotta update it though, because you have made quite a few changes since then.
I have, but I did create one in SCARM that's really close to what this
Transfer
is.
to Brownline trains at Fullerton.
Chips? He said chips! Says Garrett. Now, Tidewater, here's the important question. Which manufacturer? GS. This will determine if we can be friends.
Standing passengers.
It's a make or break question.
Do not lean against the doors.
Am I missing something here? Where are the rest of the heavy? Oh, there we are. I was like, where are the rest of the heavyweights?
Yeah, there should be 7 of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
If
put.
you count the station sounds, Diner.
Hey, Jason.
I'm just gonna put on like.
Is the nice car on there?
That's
Yes,
fine,
it is.
yeah, of course
Okay.
it
Belmont.
Which nice stuff?
The nice heavyweight car I want.
This is Belmont.
RPO.
Oh, yeah.
That's the station tag, and we're just leaving it there. That's enough.
At Belmont. Thank you for riding the CTA
You're
Red
putting
Line.
It's a BNSF excursion.
It's the only end car I have for BNSF in Burlington Northern. So.
Well, it's the BNSF excursion. It's being used. It's being pulled by an E5. That doesn't really surprise.
That's the observation.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Jason,
This is the Red Line train.
push up the right handle, far right handle.
This one?
Yes, and look at the second to last on the right voltmeter. Put it all the way to 18.
I can do it if I want to. Yeah. See the red mark? Yeah. See this red mark?
Yeah.
Put on 18. There you go. Yep.
All right.
This is. Thank you.
Hey, Sid.
Go back there and make sure everything's fine.
On behalf of Slagcat, you
Yeah.
got mail. Check your email.
I got an email. Okay.
Oh, sub notification.
What's that?
Should be a sub notification. You got mail.
Okay, you're the.
I'll make one of those.
To Howard.
Okay, we have the Santa Fe Hudson on the track with some heavyweights, and running around here.
Hey Jason, can you do housekeeping?
Why? Who asked?
RBD says good dusting. I want to help you clean my house.
I don't know. Seems like quite a while drive.
Hey Chris, what if you sent Jason over to dust your collection? I don't know, dust 5 engines for 1 penny.
Funny man.
I'm sorry, his rates are actually 5 engines for every half penny.
Patrick says, sorry these are delayed, guys. So Patrick, you said, can it be switched to the 95th and Dan Ryan? What? He's asking about the subway. Actually, I think I do have that one. I believe my socks, White Sox CTA cars.
How about your dress socks?
Huh?
How about your dress socks?
My dress socks? No, not my dress socks.
No, okay.
No, but I think my White Sox CTR cars have that sound file in them, if I remember right.
Tidewater, I definitely agree. I will say I am a bit of a sucker for the Vision Line War Baby. It is quite nice. In fact, Sid just recently fixed one for me that I had acquired from my good buddy Isaac. So thank you, Isaac, and thank you, Sid.
Whatever, I heard my name.
I said you burned my house down, and then you give me the thumbs up.
Did you expect anything else on the way up?
Hey, Lance is on.
No. You lost your train. It's the RPO car.
Oh no, it's having coupler issues. Let me have it.
I knew that was coming.
Sid, hand it to me. I'll watch
It's such
it.
a problem car. It's so awful.
Not like Johnny Wilson or anything. StatCat, what is the layout size? So, on its longest, it is 12 feet by, I would say, it's almost 12 by 12, but it has like an L shape to it. So, it's obviously not fully 12 by 12, if that makes sense. But the two outer loops are 060, if that helps. And we're trying to keep up with questions, folks, so I apologize if we didn't get to your question. If you asked a question and we didn't get to it, just go ahead and repeat it, and we'll make sure that we get to it.
Ooh, I saw mentioning the Freedom Train GS. I do like the Freedom Train one. Sid actually used to have a Freedom Train.
I did used to have a Freedom Train, but I ended up selling to our great friend Stephen Cofferl up in Long Island. I just didn't really have that much of a need for it anymore. I didn't run it very much, and I knew Steve really loved the train, so I ended up selling it to him. And he also then ended up picking up the T1 to go with the Freedom train. He has a very nice Freedom train consist now.
The Freedom train's a beautiful set, but
It is very
it is
beautiful.
a massive train.
It is long, very long.
Garrett, George, what if you guys could take a camera and bird's eye view the whole layout? I do have another camera actually, and it's kind of like one that's got kind of like a wide lens. I'm going to put one on the other side probably for the next live stream.
All passengers must leave the train.
Turn it off, you mean? It's still on. No, it's awesome. Look at that. I know it's awesome, but I know that the rest is smoky. It's fucking on. I don't know why the lights are flickering.
I could probably put that one on there. It's not super real time.
Standing passengers, please do
Oh,
not
okay,
leave.
yeah.
You shut the power off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's give it a second.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, take your hand off it. I think it's good now.
Yeah.
Cermak Chinatown.
That was weird.
Is next. This is
I guess it's just the way it is. Or growing. 18, yeah, I was excited to run like 4 Californias after going behind it.
Actually, I think I had a cool idea for a consist.
While those guys are setting up trains, I'll answer some questions here. Is that third inner loop? Or a siding? So it used to be an inner loop for switching for me to run a muck with, or stuff like that. But aside from that, it really wasn't getting any use. So I urge Matt to give it a little bit of a revamp. So it's kind of in the middle of a bit of an upgrade right now. That's like a siding at the moment. Am I enjoying the totally Vision Line Class A from my last video? I am. It is a beautiful engine. I am trying to downsize a little bit on my East Coast stuff, so it will be finding a new owner, or has found a new owner, in the future. It's still mine, though, and I'm still enjoying it. Steve did a fantastic job on it. And hopefully he and I will be able to run it sometime this weekend, so he can enjoy his hard work in person. I do appreciate you checking out my channel. For those of you who haven't seen my latest video, the building my own Vision Line Class A, I recommend it. A lot of fun jokes, a lot of fun production value that we put into it. One of my favorite videos I've made so far. And I also have a blooper video that I did recently, only a couple days ago, edited by, once again, by Clutter Junk, my better half, and she did a fantastic job. So if you give it a view, I would really appreciate it. Join us NNW Endurers, yes. I think I'll let Sid be an NNW fan for me. I'll live vicariously through him.
What are you doing? You said you wanted to switch the trains up. Hey, you gotta put that car with that.
No. It's better than your car. If I have to leave while you're running it, it's better than I have.
Let's do this. Let's just run them. You run that and I run mine.
I guess we'll run the weird excursion. Uh-oh.
Just out of curiosity, you guys watching the stream, do you guys normally run with smoke or without smoke?
Johnny.
Rochford, what's the Texas sector?
Texas? Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, that's the it's I believe it is 5.
Excursion train going on here now.
Oh, dude, I love that.
Yeah, a lot of folks saying that they like running with smoke. And Isaac, I kid you not, after Sid finished fixing the GS, he sat there just blowing the whistle and playing with the smoke features for like a solid 10 minutes. He wants one now. Man, when are we gonna layout tour, man? Yeah, people requesting the layout tour.
I'm working on a video now.
Alright, so we're going to see one from Matt. There we go. So subscribe to the channel and check out Matt's future layout tour. Santa Fe all the way.
Drew wants to know how the drilling whistle works on the Cab 1.
Oh, okay. So the way the quilling works on the Cab 1L, like this remote here, is this is a Cab 1L, so it's a legacy-based Cab 1 type controller. So the way it works is you take the engine you're on. So for instance, I'm on engine 5, so it's at engine 5, and then I press and hold the whistle and set button at the same time. That puts it into quilling mode. And so I can now kind of roll my finger on the button. So now I'm on a low quill, now I'm on a high quill. So you just adjust the intensity with the button. And it's not as, I wouldn't say it's as smooth as the actual legacy controller, but it's still pretty good. I'll just stop mine.
Once again, we really appreciate all you guys coming out to hang out with us. I know it's late for a lot of you guys in the East Coast, but we appreciate everybody who's showing up for our late night train running session.
Yep, well said, Johnny.
It's mine!
No! While they run off with trains, I will get back to running some trains.
You're the Undertaker, you're alive, Jason!
We're having a little fun here.
Run more Santa Fe steam. I don't have enough.
Johnny, hold it there. Just wait 1 second.
No. Crashed. Matt, I gotta ask a question. We're running so much Santa Fe. Where's your Santa Fe subway?
Santa Fe Subway?
Santa Fe subway, man.
Sandwich? What is that, like a sandwich or something?
The Santa Fe subway.
Santa Fe.
The subway in Santa Fe.
The closest we can get is the Santa Fe
Subway.
cars.
Now, you can do it. You gotta. Well, let's run those on the upper loop.
Yes, fall over in the first curve. Oh no.
Don't you see the error in your waist in? You need Santa Fe now.
Who's the other one running this engine? Is Tim?
I think it's Tim.
Oh, we got a road engine.
Oh wait, is it? You have a sensor track?
Yes.
That's what it is. I was like, why does he keep blowing his whistle?
I told you you were gonna think of that.
Yeah, I have that LCS. Both of them are set to do a crossing signal.
Oh, you're making it more of a description than it already is.
Yeah, so kind of like piggybacking off what Sid said, the cabin house is actually a really nice remote. I didn't believe him at first. I had my cab 2, I never go back to anything else, but
Just gotta believe.
you really do. It actually feels a lot better to use than a cab 2, as crazy it is to say. It quills a lot smoother, I would say. And plus, they're easy to find, and you're not paying a gazillion dollars for them, and they're really nice. I think Sid and I ended up using the Cab 1L a lot more in my layout than we did the Cab 2s.
I don't see it.
got a bit of a even more interesting excursion going on now.
Dude, I love it.
It's combining all your favorites.
It totally is.
What is this? BNSF 8 EJ&E?
This is... I have no idea what this is now.
I think it's a BNSF 8 EJ&E.
It's
Meanwhile, the CTA train just
Multi-Employee Appreciation Day.
How did that get there?
Jay said.
Have a good night, Slackhead.
Jason, what are you doing? Jason's running crimes.
What is that little one running in the loop? I love it. Oh, is that the little 280?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. You know that line ends now, Jason, right?
That line doesn't go as far as east.
You go into it ends at the crossing in the town.
Right now.
How's your mashup been, Sid?
It's been good.
So what do you think of the line I checked? I love the way Matt has his yard set up.
I do like it a lot.
I wish you guys could see it, but it's actually a really, really nice yard set. Those CTA gears are rush, just zoom around the corner. I'm gonna stop bringing stuff, slow stuff down. I know Tim wants to run his stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting my this little 280 back into the yard.
I'll stop you there. We're doing more switching puzzles. Sid, your favorite. For context, I made Sid do a switching puzzle the other night. Sid, I'm trying to film it. For context, I made Sid do a switching puzzle the other night, and to say the least, it was a bit taxing on his brain.
Yeah, it took some skill for sure.
Well, put it this way: Sid currently is the new record holder for the new puzzle, which is an hour and 30 minutes. Which, if that doesn't convey how hard that puzzle is, I don't know what does. Folks are saying.
Smoking, littering, and eating. This is a red line train to Howard.
Again, Sid make it to the yard without derailing the engine?
I don't know, Kayla. You're good to go now.
I'm gonna let it. Actually, I'm gonna shut this thing down so Tim can run it. How's everybody doing?
I was saying you could take it off and then put.
Do this one, Tim? That's it?
Yeah.
Alright. Engine is on. Winding things down a little bit here. We can hear ourselves think again.
Now all I hear is clickety crack of the subway.
And that's the way it should be, though.
That's right.
So, Drew, I don't think Matt actually has a Dreyfus anymore.
No, I do not.
You had a Dreyfus a long time ago.
I had the MTH, Premier Dreyfus a long time ago, but I ended up selling that.
Are you gonna get the new one?
No.
Sid, are you gonna get the new one?
I am getting the new Dreyfus when it comes out, and 6 of the 8 passenger cars that they are making for it.
Shit more.
I am good with 6.
How about 12?
13.
13? How about 13 and a half?
Let me shut this power off. There we go.
I will say, Matt, this ZWL is really nice.
I really like it. It's, as far as tonight goes, it's been doing a great job. Keeping up with the smoke, power, needs, so.
And all the snafus that happened tonight were Sid's fault. Yeah!
You can't blame Sid for anything, because Sid's helping us out and upgrading our trains for us, so, you know. No, I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining. Well, I am. It's fun. No, I do appreciate all the work Sid's done for us tonight.
Let's see.
And
here.
yesterday.
Just see
and
if
the day
there's any. I think I'm not seeing much else in the chat. Just Drew was asking about the Hudson. Yeah, I think those go somewhere over there. But yeah, I'm not seeing too much else.
Well, how about this? Since we got the train shut down for a little bit while we're switching stuff out, anybody got any questions for Sid, since he's the guest of the hour?
Absolutely.
I will sit here and answer questions as we switch out some trains.
Artemis asks,
there will be an after-stream party in the M&M Discord server, possibly. I don't know.
Maybe.
Make sure to go join the Matt and Matt Discord server so you can join in calls with us, talk with other fellow model railroaders, and just have a good time in the hobby.
Well, we'll drop the link for the server in the chat if you're interested. You get to talk with Sid directly.
I believe there's a question asking, when am I going to get scale Polar Express passenger cars? Well, I created a custom Polar Express engine, but I've yet to create some cars for it. I'm actually going to build my own Polar Express cars, but that is down the line. I don't really have the funds or the desire to work on that project at the moment, but I do plan to get them at some point.
Well, here's the thing then, Sid. Since we're on that little thing there, what would you do different from, for you making your custom, what would you do different from Lionel's cars right now?
So the Lionel cars are, just in a very simple way, are basically just this. This is a Lionel heavyweight passenger car. It's a very nice car, and it models scale heavyweight passenger cars. But obviously, the Polar Express is a fantasy movie, so they don't really look like this because it's a fantasy. It just looks like whatever the animators decided on making. So I plan to get cars that are a little shorter, have 4-wheel trucks instead of 6-wheel, and obviously just paint them in that paint scheme of the Polar Express. And then also, I plan to just have the main observation car and then a bunch of the passenger cars, probably 5 total. It changes from like 3 cars to 20 cars in the movie. I'm gonna pick like a decent number of cars and just make them as movie accurate as possible for me. Obviously, I don't I don't need perfection, but as long as they are a little more movie accurate than the Lionel cars, that's going to be fine with me.
Now, 2 questions on that then, Sid. Will the roofs be rounded? I think that they are rounded in the movie, aren't they?
In the movie, they are rounded differently, so I do hope to find some cars or modify cars to look a little more like that in the movie.
And then the other question is, will they flex around the mountain like the ones in the movie?
I will not have flexible passenger cars.
No giant rubber cars?
Let's see.
Bill B has a question.
Uh-huh.
He says, Sid, how hard is it to upgrade a PS2 locomotive to PS3 or perhaps to Legacy?
So, converting from PS2 to PS3 is pretty simple. It's pretty much just a board swap and you changing out a battery and a speaker possibly. But, so that's pretty easy. It's kind of just a plug-and-play system. But putting Legacy in something is definitely not an easy task. It is not something that I would say your average person can just do. It is not plug-and-play by any means. You have to build your own brackets. You have to wire everything from scratch yourself. You have to find all these components. I had to find every component that Lionel uses, not only directly from Lionel, but buy parts from other sources. Like there's companies like DigiKey and other companies online that sell the connectors and the crimps and products like that. And then my buddy and I have created 3D printed smoke units and so many other things that have made it easier for us. But Legacy is definitely not a simple task to do by any means.
But Sid, what if I want to do it by myself?
That is, if you want to do it by yourself, I give everyone in the world credit. I get asked that all the time. Like, what if you want to do it yourself? I give everyone in the world that wants to try that all the credit, and you may try that. It took me a very long time to figure out how to do it. And the same thing goes with my great friend and I that are doing this. And so we kind of just keep our knowledge to ourselves for the moment. It took a very long time. It wasn't just like, oh, I sat down for a couple hours and found everything. This was days, weeks, months, years to figure out everything we know now. We still don't know everything. So if you want to do it yourself, it's just definitely going to take a lot of time.
It's very intensive. It's a lot of experimentation from you guys. It's not quite at a stage where it's as easy enough to be common knowledge. Is the best way to phrase
it is definitely not common knowledge. It is kind of a niche market. And if you know a lot about electronics, sure, you definitely can understand how it works. But understanding how it works and then actually putting it all together can sometimes be tricky.
Watching you work at the workbench, Sid, is quite impressive, to be honest. I mentioned this, and maybe some folks heard this, maybe they didn't, depending on how loud the trains were. So Sid's been staying with me for the past couple of days, and he and I were up quite late last night, I think 2 in the morning, working on trains, and I think Sid has basically fixed/upgraded anything he could possibly get his hands on at my place. And the fact you can make a turnaround engines from something that's like, this is an okay engine, I'll run once in a while, but I run it cautiously, to just something that can be bulletproof for a while is impressive. You really know your ins and outs of electronic trains.
Yeah, I've over the years I've acquired the majority of the knowledge, especially on the Lionel side. I'm not as well-rounded on the MTH side, but I know enough where I can do stuff. And really, something that I kind of take pride in is being able to just take something apart. Lots of people are scared of doing that or just are hesitant due to what's on the inside, but I've gotten really good at being able to flip an engine over, take it apart, and have it in pieces in minutes so that I can then find the issue or find what I want to modify it and put it back together. And I can do a lot of the more basic things pretty quickly at this point, which is, I guess, helpful to my friends when they want me to do something to their trains.
Oh, that's a great example. The great example is quite literally before we came over here and before we hung out today. Sid and I had gotten up early in the morning and we were just messing around. And Sid had actually done a project I've been wanting to do for a while. We transplanted the station sounds board from my Lionel Daylight station sounds car into my articulated 3-part diner from Golden Gate Depot. And to me, that's like, oh my god, I can never, a board swap into something that never was intended to have. That board is scary, let alone put in a Golden Gate Depot and car. And you did it within, to me, like no time at all. It was like, I think, blinked and I almost missed it. But I think one of my favorite things is like there was back in the early days where you and I did live streams together. You had just acquired that FEF.
Yeah.
And we were sitting in the call together, and then Sid just brought on the train, and we're just chatting. He goes, "Ooh, that's not good." And one of the boards had gone.
Yep.
And to anybody else, that's like a death sentence for an engine.
Yep.
And he had it up and running within a matter of, like, I think, if I were to guess, maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah. I had a board on hand, and I opened it up, put the new board in, put it back together within probably 5 minutes. It's been a while since that happened. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where I can do good work in a very short period of time for the most part. Obviously, like, I can't upgrade an engine in 5 minutes, like, from scratch. But if it's a basic modification or a basic repair, I've gotten pretty good at doing stuff fairly quickly. I assume you're ready or something. Yeah, I can.
What'd you bring, dude?
Brought a Lionel Mohawk.
Yeah, Tim has a very nice version of the Lionel L2A Mohawk. Is this the one from the set, or is this the one from that was separate sale?
Ooh, could be either or.
Yeah, I can't remember.
This one, from my understanding, from what I could tell, is $27.95 was part of the first Empire Builder set, but they also ended up cataloging it separately. The only other engine from the Rail Sounds 5 Mohawks is 2770, which is standalone only.
But yeah, guys, this is a very nice engine. Rail Sounds 5. Anything TMCC Rail Sounds 5 is really nice.
So while we're getting that all set up, someone had asked, what has been the most challenging project you've worked on so far? Or some of the most challenging projects you've worked on so far?
So probably one of the most challenging projects that I've worked on, I would say, is it's probably been my triplex. My triplex was a PS2 equipped engine. It died several times, and after it dying after all those times, I decided, let me try and put legacy in it. And through that, I just had to learn a lot about the legacy technology. I had to learn about some more fabrication skills, and just kind of design in general. When you work on something like a triplex, you got a lot going on. You got 3 sets of drivers, you got the motor, you got smoke units, you got wires going from the tender to the engine, 2 smokestacks that are both operating, and then I also added whistle steam. So there's a lot going on there, and I learned a lot in the process. But it was kind of tricky because I had to do a bit of a kind of trial and error in that upgrade, and that's probably been the most tricky project because that probably is one of the most complex engines in O-scale.
I remember when you pulled that out at Chris's place for the first time. That was a fantastic engine.
Yeah, I really like the way that engine came out. I do still want to find a PS2 or PS3 triplex just to kind of recapture what I loved about them, but it is cool to have a legacy equipped version. And you know what? I take pride in the fact that I created a legacy triplex before Lionel did. I gotta say, it's always cool to kind of be the first to do something, and the triplex is definitely something I think is really cool, and I was happy I was able to do that before I think anybody else.
Well, before we continue with more questions, Tim, fire it up.
I love the way Rail Sounds 5 Rail Sounds 5 sounds. It sounds great.
Yeah, me too.
Listen to that whistle.
So we are keeping an eye on the chat still. We have one more question I saw. Sid, Texas Eagle Train says he has a Weaver 49er. He'd like to get upgraded. What, in your opinion, would be a good candidate for? What would be a good electronic candidate?
PS3.
Exactly what Tim said. PS3 is the best for that engine. It's got a bit of a funky gear ratio, so Legacy or TMCC wouldn't really be the best. Also because of sounds. PS3 has much better sound variety for that engine specifically. So I would recommend putting PS3 or even an older PS2 setup in that engine. It'll sound really good.
Any passenger engine I feel deserves MTH electronics because of the PFA.
Yeah.
If it was a freight engine, I'd be like, just do TMCC or Legacy. But
I agree with that.
And we have some really nice folks on our community as well, who can do fantastic custom files with PS3. Isaac is our go-to. Still Every Day, he was commenting earlier. I'm one of the... I'd like to say that I'm one of the biggest supporters of his work. He's done some fantastic files for me. He's done fantastic files for all the guys here. Or some who want some files from him as well. So definitely recommend him if you decide to go down the PS3 route. So I definitely agree with the guys here.
2795. I'm going to start this train up. Am I clear to pull?
What's that New York accent?
2795.
I'm walking here.
Walking here.
Someone is asking what Steam is lined up there. That is a Lionel L2A New York Central Mohawk that Tim is running. It's a very nice engine. Sounds awesome.
Dispatch 2795 here. Train is underway. Over. Acknowledge. Out.
That's a good jump on that, Tim.
I do. That does sound good. Man, does it smoke?
Sounds really good, dude.
Man, look at that.
Puts out a lot of smoke.
That is a lot of
Holy
smoke. Wow.
Like it's thick. Maybe it's actually on fire.
We're only a repeat of the you know what engine, right, Tim?
What?
We're only a repeat of a sizzling smoke unit, right?
What engine was that? Oh, 2019 Daylight. Northern.
So Tim, Garrett wants to know. So what's the consist there? What are you pulling behind your Mohawk?
So I'm pulling the Lionel Century Club New York Central milk tray.
Is that still like the regulator in it?
That's kind of why I'm like, oh, this is good. I'm just waiting for it to die, just like your F9, F19.
Oh yeah, yeah. My Y3 still has the
Regulator.
The consist is a milk train. Tim Classic is a Mohawk and a milk train. Or really any New York Central train.
Pretty much.
Milk train.
I had to show off my monstrous milk train at Jason's house the first time we were over there.
Yeah, I do remember that. Lots of milk cars. You were running your Mohawk and your Niagara.
Right.
Lots of milk cars. Man, this room is becoming a fog. It's crazy. Hey, you can think about it. I don't care.
I know there's just a haze on the camera, just drifting lazily across the screen. Now, Sid, here's the question. What smokes more, this or the big boy when I ran it earlier today?
Oh, Johnny was running his big boy earlier today, and man, that thing smokes a ton.
We had to open what Sid calls the drive-through window in my basement to let all the smoke out.
forward. There's something's running. I'm gonna open it back up after.
This is a red line train to Holland. Belmont is next. This is Belmont. Transfer to purple and brown line trains at
Bill
Belmont.
says, all right, so Bill asked if I thought about creating a station for your subway check. So, in fact, I have, and I'm going to actually pick up a few tomorrow from Chicagoland. They have a few of the MTH subway station platforms. My only obstacle is actually building something for them to sit on so they sit at the subway level. But yes, I will be creating some really cool subway stations. There is one on there now, but it's a little bit of a smaller station.
This is Berlin.
Hunter says, Sid, I really enjoy your videos. I too am a right-away Industries fan and I love your layout.
Thank you.
Any red boards on your track is next. Short clear. Proceed at maximum authorized speed. This is Holland. As far as this train goes, all passengers must leave the train.
How do you think we did organizing that, folks?
Passengers, please do not lean against the doors.
What if I want to leave against the doors? Now, Matt,
Yes, sir.
I had to ask about these cars. I think these are the nicest cars in your collection.
Which ones are those?
These ones right here.
Oh, yeah.
Tell the good folks about these beautiful Ye Pacific cars.
So I am a huge fan of the old-time wood-sided passenger cars. Probably my favorite looking passenger car style ever. So I still have I have some old-time steam engines. I have a UP-119. Yep, my General there. So 440. And I needed something to pull them. And went searching for those wood-sided passenger cars, and I was lucky enough to find them.
I have to find, if memory serves me right. Yeah, that's not good. While we're putting this on, if memory serves me right, kind of on the topic we were talking before, custom sounds, didn't our good buddy Isaac put a custom sound file in there for you?
We could, and in fact, if we wanted to put those on the layout, in a bit, we could.
We're putting it on the layout right now.
Why don't we do that?
Because I actually haven't heard Isaac's file for this in person yet.
Isaac did a fantastic job with this.
Well, let's give it a whirl. I'm actually really excited about this. I want to run it myself, actually.
Fullerton is next. This is Fullerton. Transfer to Brownline train at Fullerton.
That's a good whistle. Press my elbow. That's such a beautiful set. How's the process? Yeah. sure they didn't go into the main line and hit Tim's engine. How are you looking? Working class.
Yes, thank you, Isaac. Love the whistle and the sound set in there. So Isaac is the master of sounds.
It's really good.
If you look it up, that's like it is spot on too, because it still runs. They still have it as extrusion stuff.
This is kind of what running trains with friends is all about, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
Standing around going, wow, nice tune. Wow. Wow, neat. Wow, neat.
Famous Jason stuff.
Did you turn off the sound?
Yeah. I did Doppler.
That sounds nice.
It's a weird configuration for these. I think that's the whistle, but then those are the pop-off valves.
It's so weird. It's like on there, like look at this. It's almost like designed.
Yeah.
Files, Isaac, is that you can just pull off a real thing like that. It's like, oh, it doesn't sound like a real thing. I just like hold my beer and he steps it right up the real engine. If you want to see more of Isaac's work, you can check out either check out his Instagram, Oskill Every Day, or you can also check out my Instagram as well, which I love promoting my engines where Isaac's worked on them. So he's worked on the beautiful GS file for me. And he also has this beautiful Hudson whistle that I actually love in my Decapod. I highly recommend you check it out if you haven't seen it yet. O-Scale Every Day, or if you check my Instagram, it's Optimus_Trains. Basic Eagle, I want that engine. Sid can't have it. I want that MT engine. Mine.
What engine?
The third row MT engines.
Oh.
That's my holy grail. I'll fight Sid for those.
I have no need for an MT5.
Okay, you just can tell this third rail GS.
Or 4, or whatever the...
Now departing from Promontory on track number 1, the Utah Division Express. This is a red line train to Howard. Forward.
update for folks too. You kind of notice the center of my layout is kind of a little bit in pieces. So when I installed the Gargraves track, I had to obviously make some adjustments. So I removed a lot of buildings that were on the inside of my layout. And in fact, I removed a good amount of track as well, only because I extended out the subway track, and it needed the supports, around the curves, and I couldn't do it with some of the track that was there, so I removed that track, which at the end of the day was worth it because I made the subway track a little bit longer. But I will be adding some more buildings to the center of the layout. Gonna try to make a downtown area. Maybe it'll be close to Johnny's downtown. His downtown area is like the most spectacular downtown area I've ever seen. So hopefully I can get close to that.
Funny enough, mine's based off of your layout, so we're kind of just going back and forth.
We're just bouncing off each other constantly.
Well, that's what we do. Like,
Yeah.
Matt will message me about the layout idea, and I usually message him about that idea. So it's good to have somebody to work with.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, on that note, I think it's a good time for us to wind down, gents.
Yep.
We've been running trains for quite a while right now.
This happened to me before I watched this.
Had a bit of a.
It's got the regulator.
For the smoke unit?
Yeah, I think it's the regulator just finally cooked itself. I've had so many itches do that, and it always happens when you're running. It never happens just sitting there.
Well, let's go get a few things here, but I think it's time for us to wind down.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
We've been going for a while here.
Yeah, we've been going for almost 2.5 hours now. So.
Well, I know there's quite a few people still on the show.
Yep.
I want to thank all of you for joining us. Sid, thanks for coming to Chicago, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Thank you, Sid.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me here.
Well, if you guys enjoyed watching the stream tonight, we appreciate you swinging by. I will try my best to record us taking Sid to hobby shops tomorrow, and we'll also be taking to the Museum of Science and Industry, which I know he's really excited about.
Yep,
so if you're
I'm
interested,
looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, Tim's tagging along. So if you're interested in something like that, check out my channel, Audibus, and hit subscribe so you can be notified when I drop that video. Hopefully within the next couple weeks, not years. So once again, Matt, thanks for hosting us.
Anytime.
And
don't mind if we break in next time, okay?
Keep your windows unlocked. There you go.
Keep the windows and doors unlocked. Will be.
I mean, the whole reason for building this layout is so I can share it with my friends. And, this has definitely been a fantastic night, fantastic stream. And it's fantastic because I'm here with all my friends. And my friends out there watching as well, watching the stream. So thank you, everybody, for taking the time out to come and watch us run trains and ask questions. We're going to do this a lot more in the future. And probably at different houses as well.
Right.
So.
And we'll have, hopefully we'll do one next month with some other guests who are visiting Chicago.
Yeah.
That is correct, yep. We'll leave that as a surprise.
Me, I'm visiting Chicago.
You always visit
You're
Chicago.
gonna leave and come back and act like you're like, hey guys, I'm visiting.
I have a big mustache.
Big mustache, okay. That'll be one of those peel and stick things, that you get the 99-cent store.
Yeah, well, that comes with 5 different styles. How could I not? Well, on that note, guys, take care. Have a wonderful night. See you guys in the next one.
Thanks, everybody.
Now we wait awkwardly as Matt walks over to the computer to end the stream.